All right, we'll continue with part B. So it's supporting the answer to part A. The rest of our family, however, felt the full impact of Hitler's anti-Jewish laws, so life was filled with anxiety. In 1938, after the pogroms, my two uncles escaped to the USA. My old grandmother came to us. She was then 73. C. So we could not do this, and we were forbidden to do that. But life went on in spite of it all. D. Jopi used to say to me, "You're scared to do anything because it may be forbidden." Number 10. According to the details in Anne Frank, The Diary of a Young Girl, what main change occurs to the Jews of Holland between the two entries in the diary? A. Previously persecuted, the Jews are no longer subject to strict anti-Jewish laws. Previously able to leave the country, the Jews are no longer permitted to emigrate. C. Previously persecuted, the Jews are now able to escape persecution by paying fines. D. Previously subject to anti-Jewish laws, the Jews are now being rounded up and taken away. Okay, so basically what's happening now at the second part of the diary, what was happening to the Jews. Number 11, the following question is two parts, part A, then part B. Part A. In Anne Frank, how does Anne feel about sharing her room with Dussel? A. She resents having to help someone who seems so ungrateful and slow to understand the situation. B. Although she is not happy about it, she's willing to give up her privacy to help a fellow human being. C. She considers it an invasion of privacy and tries to get her father to change his mind about taking in Dussel. Or D. She is angry to have a roommate who is constantly talking about what has been happening in the outside world. So which one supports the answer to part A? Of course he thought it was all right to share my little room. Quite honestly, I'm not so keen that a stranger should use my things. But one must be prepared to make sacrifices for a good cause. So I shall make my little offering with a good will. But one thing amazed me. He is very slow on the uptake. He asked everything twice over and still doesn't seem to remember. D. Dussel has taught us a lot about the outside world, which we have missed for so long. Number 12. Following question has two parts. In the second entry from Anne Frank, The Diary of a Young Girl, what causes the most concern for Anne and the others hiding with her? They are fearful that they will soon be found and captured. They are worried that they will run out of space and supplies. They are anxious because they have no news of the outside world. They are upset about Jews not in hiding who are being persecuted. Part B. Quite honestly, I'm not so keen that a stranger should use my things. But one must be prepared to make some sacrifices for a good cause, so I shall make my little offering with a good will. During the day, we mustn't make any noise that might be heard downstairs. And if there is some stranger, such as the charwoman, for example, then we have to be extra careful. Dussel has taught us a lot about the outside world, which we have missed for so long. Or D, we wouldn't have to worry about all this misery were it not that we are so anxious about all those dear to us whom we can no longer help. Number 13. Which of these, this is analyze, craft, and structure, which of these quotations in the selection from Anne Frank supports the central idea that Anne feels she has no really close friend? Choose two options. I have darling parents and a sister of 16. I know about 30 people whom one might call friends. I have strings of boyfriends anxious to catch a glimpse of me and who, failing that, peep at me through mirrors in class. I have relations, aunts and uncles, who are darlings too. But it's the same with all my friends, just fun and joking, nothing more. We don't seem to be able to get any closer. That is the root of the trouble. So which one shows that she feels she has no real close friend? That she feels that way.